Be ready for Jesus to return at any time. That is our command. Jesus tells us to be ready because we do not know the hour that he is coming. In fact, shockingly, Jesus says that he doesn't even know. Only the Father knows. Perhaps that was only when Jesus was here on earth that he did not know. Perhaps he does know now, or perhaps for some reason beyond our understanding that Jesus doesn't even know when he is going to come. So let us look. So if Jesus, at least at this time that he said it, if he did not know when he's coming back, then we can guarantee that no one today knows the exact hour he's coming back. And anyone that says they know when he is wrong, and they're contradicting scripture. So verse 36, but concerning that day and hour, no one knows, not even the angels of heaven, nor the Son, but the Father only. For as were the days of Noah, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. Everybody's going to be partying. Everybody's going to have a great time, not really caring much about God as a whole. For as in those days before the flood, they were eating and drinking. Now, it is important to remember it had been those people that were not on the ark, those people that were suffering destruction. So there will be people that are going to be faithful like Noah, and they are going to be paying attention. But the others are going to be just going on as normal, eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, and not really caring that the world may come to an end until the day when Noah entered the ark. And they were unaware until the flood came and swept them all away. So will be the coming of the Son of Man. Those who are not God's people are not going to be concerned that Jesus might return. Just like in Noah's day, those that were not God's people were not concerned that it was going to rain and that the whole earth was going to flood. And then Jesus goes on to say, then two men will be in the field, one will be taken and one left. That is, one will be saved and one will be destroyed. Two women will be grinding at the mill. One will be taken and one is left. That is, one will be saved and one will be destroyed. Therefore, here's our command: stay awake, pay attention, don't give up, for you do not know on what day your Lord is coming. Jesus said that, and that should be our attitude at all times. The Apostle Paul was expecting that Jesus could have returned in his day and time and in his lifetime. And that is how we should be living our life as well, is that Christ could return at any day. And in fact, we don't know. We could kind of extend this whole idea of coming. Now, when we talk about the Lord's coming, we are talking about his return from heaven and the resurrection of the dead happening. But we could also think of the Lord's coming being the day that he comes to take us home, that we die and we leave this world. We do not know the day that we will end. We do not know the day that we'll be ushered into his presence. And we do not know the day that Christ will return for the end of the world, for the rebirth of the new creation. But Jesus goes on to say, but know this: if the master of the house had known in what part of the night the thief was coming, he would have stayed awake. It would have not let his house be broken into. That's what we should be acting like. We should be acting like a master of the house, knowing that a thief is going to come. And we need to be ready to stop the thief from coming in. I know it's an interesting example that Jesus is giving. Jesus is not calling himself a thief, but we should have that same expectation. Just like we would want to protect our home from being broken into by a thief, we should have the same expectation and eagerness of looking for Jesus' second coming. So here he closes. Therefore, you also must be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect. I pray that's been a blessing to you. I'll see you in the next video.